Teaching is achieved even without the use of technology by means of motivating pupils how to pay their attention to the lessons and not forget to evaluate after the discussion to measure how far they learn.
Hi guys, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, I'm going to have an interview. It's all about teaching in early generation. So watch and enjoy this video, guys. Sir, good afternoon. So I'm the student in Bohol Island State University, Kalaki Campus. And I am here to conduct an interview about your teacher during yesteryears. So, this interview focuses somewhat your teaching before the evolution of technology or before the existence of new normal classes. Is it educated to you, sir?
I am very much informed or know about the education before the technology or before this new normal education.
In conducting this interview, I want to know first about yourself, sir.
I am Romualdo Panis. I've been teaching for 13 years. I started my career last 2008 and I am handling grade 6 class since from the start until now.
Sir. So here's my first question, sir. Can you share or explain how was your teaching during the early generation or before the pandemic in terms of your teaching and learning environment used towards your students?
My experience in teaching before this pandemic is somewhat easy for me because I can face my students, I can explain them well. Though I used to use also technology in presenting my lessons, and it is very important for the learners to see the actual presentation compared to this modular distance learning.
Another, what is your teaching method used in teaching in early generation or before the pandemic?
Teaching method used before the pandemic vary each lesson, each skills to be taught to the pupils. Teaching method depends on how to deal with certain objectives. For example, we can during normal method of education before this pandemic, I used to have group learning method. Pupils were grouped together for interaction about the lessons.
How about your instructional materials and technology used towards your students before?
When it comes to instructional materials used, I use some traditional materials like paper, printouts, and there were also times that I used technology for presentation. It depends on the lesson.
How was teaching achieved even without the use of technology?
Teaching is achieved even without the use of technology by means of motivating pupils how to pay their attention to the lessons, and of course you have to spend time and a little humor so that you can pay their attention to our lessons and don't forget to evaluate after the discussion to measure how far they learn.
What is or are the assessment used towards your students in the day teaching in early generation or before the pandemic?
Assessment used before the pandemic usually a formative test to present the lesson. And every Friday I used to have summative test or weekly test which is contain the lesson from Monday to Thursday, which will be administered during Fridays.
What activities you apply towards your students before in early generation or before this pandemic?
Before the pandemic, the class activity is very active. The learners enjoyed in our classroom because they can interact with their friends and other classmates, and they can share ideas. As normal children, we used to talk with each other when it comes to some issues that they might get interested in.